Wasn't that fun? Right there at the end. All right, so what we're here to do today is check out this. Oh gosh, you can't even see it. I should get a lighting halo. But we're going to look at the Flux Drive. The Flux Drive by MESA. A lot more versatile than I thought. Lots of volume on tap, as you saw from that first clip. It's and something cool happens when you turn the volume up. It just doesn't get louder. The tone gets more aggressive. I just thought of this, like running a Marshall at half volume versus full volume. That same kind of that comes out, that happens with this pedal. If you're running it on a clean channel, you can run the volume down here for unity gain, and more versatile than I thought. Like from that first track, you can run a little bit of drive on this and it actually sounds good. It's not, I wouldn't call it a transparent pedal, but it's pretty darn close, as you'll see. But you can get some nice little crunch tones out of this that aren't so open and loose that they're more of like a blues type tone. You can get some nice low distorted crunchy tones that stay tight, which I'm all over. I love that. And then as you turn it up, you can get some pretty darn aggressive stuff that sounds very good too. I've got some rectoverb clips I'm going to put in with this so you can see how close this gets you to a rectoverb tone, which is kind of fun. I mean, you could pay $1,500 for the rectoverb, or you could buy one of these cool pedals. Many of the reviews I saw on this online don't sound real good, but I rolled the dice on it, and I've been very happy with it. Now, another neat thing, and we'll see this later, is the high gain, what it does to your Marshall or any amp when you've got the gain turned up. You can lower the gain on the pedal. You don't have to max out the drive, but you can just stay at unity gain. And it gives you a lot of that MESA dry, tight tone, like it's coming out of a big metal tank, chug, chug, chug. It gives you a lot of that, which is to my liking. Not so much that it's like the MESA Mark 525. I thought that was overly dry and brittle sounding. So I sold that, but you do get an aspect of that with this cool little Flux pedal. Okay, so that's what we're here to check out. So you're gonna see it with just some low gain crunch tones, and then we'll move over to some high gain stuff. And it also plays nicely with other pedals. Okay, that's another thing I wanted to point out. And at the end, we've got some lead noodling where I use it with, I think the Nooks Horseman. But it works well with the OCD. So far, I haven't had anything that it didn't work well with, which is also really important in case you want to stack pedals. You need pedals that work well together. All right. On with the vids. Okay, so that was Flux Drive with some rock and roll, just some rock heavy crunch tones, compared to the MESA Rectoverb, which, to me in the room, it sounds real close. On playback, I notice that in the room, when I think things are as close as I can get them, on playback, sometimes they're different, and that's okay. All right, so now you have to trust me. And I'm trustworthy. I don't bring you stuff unless I want you to buy it. If I use something and I don't like it, I usually don't even review it. I just take a pass on it. But I'm pretty excited about. I feel very comfortable recommending one of these. And they've been around a while, so you can pick them up fairly inexpensively. Not like a new one, which I think is $269 or something. You can grab them up on Reverb for an unaffordable price. Okay, let's see how it acts with some high gain. Okay, and there you have it. I don't know if it comes out. I think you'll be able to hear it on through the YouTube video, but I hope you'll hear some. But trust me when I say in the room, it's a significant difference. And some of you are going to probably say, "Well, can't you run your Marshall gain up higher and get a similar tone?" You can run the gain up on a Marshall higher, but you're going to start to lose the chug. It's going to start to get fizzy and a little bit loose on the bottom end. It's my experience. It's not a very tight amp when the gain comes up. The neat thing about it is you can run the Marshall gain lower and have a really good hard aggressive tone, and then you use this to take it over the top, either for a lead, or you can just hit this and you're right into a drop D metal chuggy type tone that's very nice and tight, rather than trying to get that just with the Marshall's gain. You can leave all your EQ settings alone. You can even be bass heavy on your Marshall. And then when this kicks in, since you have a bass and treble, you can cut some of the bass if you like, and you end up with a very nice dropped tuning, low-tuned tone from your Marshall. I keep looking over there because it's right there. I'm looking at the Marshall. All right? So, go out and grab one. I love it. It's one of my top pedals. Killing Floor is really great. The 805 is really great. Of course, the OCD is super great. But I've got a 4 or 5 pedals that I really, really enjoy. I'm finding them universal. They work with most everything, which is great. Okay, enjoy this out video with us adding some pedals to this for a little lead noodle. And we'll see you next time. Sub up, share. If you haven't seen La La Land, check it out. It's the best musical ever. Old Guy Jammin' is out. Share it up, sub. Peace.